Breaking news: royal fraud. Companies linked to Ooni of Ife defraud Nigerians in massive real estate scandal. Hello, my wonderful people. The Ooni of Ife is a respected traditional ruler, traditional monarch, you would like to say, in Yoruba land. Someone who other kings, other obas, respect and hold in very high esteem. It's not him who committed this fraud, please note, but some companies that have been affiliated with him has been found to be have been found to commit some fraud activities with regards to real estate. But listen, these are all coming in the hills where the Oni of Ife is talking about if the government does not take responsibility on the insecurity, people will have no choice but to resort to self help to ensure that things are done well. And now this is coming out. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. What is really going on? Breaking news: royal frauds. Companies linked to the Oni of Ife defrauds Nigerians in massive real estate scandal. Apart from the revelation that hundreds of investors were never refunded after several years, the housing scheme, the Grand Imperial Company, multi-million naira essential homes, has been described by many as the biggest fraud yet seen in the Nigerian real estate history. The Oni of Ife, Yoruba famous traditional ruler, is presently embodied in a real estate mega fraud after some of his companies located apartments and lands that existed only on paper to hundreds of investors. Apart from the revelation that hundreds of investors were never refunded several years after, the housing scheme Grand Emperor Group multi-million naira essential homes has been described as many as the biggest fraud yet seen in the real estate history and Nigeria as a whole. According to a report by the Foundation for Investigation Journalism, the Oni of Ife and his companies have swung a lot of housing investors and buyers to the tune of hundreds of millions, as the king appeared to be above the law. In October 2014, one Mrs. Eflong, not her real name, received some documents from Poly Inter Projects Limited introducing the sales of one unit of three-bedroom price bungalow apartment in the South Polar 2 estate at Aja, Lagos for 17.9 million. She insisted to payment of 50% of the cost if acceptance has to be offered. Referring to the top cadre in the civil service after 30 years, she did not hesitate to invest her gratuity because the supposed estate was in prime location. The buildings specifically and the estate facilities, as states in the contract, looks top notch. The delivery date was less than a year away in August 2015. Shortly after the payment, the initial deposit of 8.9 million naira to Metropolitan Interproject Limited, a receipt bearing the name of its parent company, Grand Emperor Group, was issued to Mrs. Eflong. On a scheduled visit to the site, Grand Emperor Group took subscribers to the southern point instead of the South Point 2. They took her to the South Point 1. They told us that South Point 2 was not ready yet. So they took us to the South Point 1 to show us what 2 would look like when it was ready. Mrs. Eflong's son, James, not real name, who went with his mom to the site, there was a bit of confusion that day because it was close to the delivery date, and they are saying Front 2 is not yet ready. We suspected that something was not right, but we calmed down when they told us that another estate would be completed with South Point 2 and work have started. In a letter to subscribers in February 2015, an official of the company notified subscribers of the need to pay their next installment, yet having not seen a single thing being done. To get them to commit to the completion of the payment, although no land shown to subscribers during the site inspection, we have to maneuver with everything and get on with the payment and complete it so that it can be completed as early as possible, the final phase. On that day, Mrs. Eflong made the final deposit of another 8.9 million. She received a letter from another staff of Metropolitan Limited, Nandi, notifying her of the allocation of Block F, Unit 1. But on delivery date of August 15, Mrs. Eflong and hundreds of subscribers found out that what they had were buildings and lands on paper, and there was nothing on real ground. A man later crowned the Oni of Ife in December. Oni of Ife in December was later crowned that same year. Many investors cited the fear of backlash from the monarch, declined to the record and the accusation of the company and the defraudment because of what was on ground. The Oni of Ife has now become more prominent than he was after his coronation, yet their money were still hanging. The people went on further to ask what will be done, and up till date, nothing has been done. The matter has continued to linger on, and they try to involve the police, but no one to be asked, nobody has been seen, and nothing up until date. Now 2021, the matter is still on. Over 51 billion has been in this scam and scheme that also enrobes the Oni of Ife. In addition, the subscription that Oni of Ife was using his influence to frustrate the court case which the people has put together against the company is what has made the people to even be more frustrated, as the case seemed to be going nowhere. So my people, that's so the matter be. They said they've taken the matter to court, but it is what it is. Nothing is happening. Can this be true? Again, we say we do not judge based on hearing of one side. If you want to be a good judge, you have to hear both sides of the tale. But what exactly is happening? Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Bye for now.